A city imbued with the spirit of excitement and a stadium enveloped by anticipation. This has all the ingredients necessary for a tasty football recipe. And both sets of players are ready to throw everything into winning the game for their fans. A mouth-watering prospect awaits. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu here on EA TV. It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Real Madrid taking on Liverpool. Oh, that is a superb save. And over it comes. Really high-class goalkeeping from Courtois. That is a very fun... Is it going to be? Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Under real pressure defensively. Will they pay the price? And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Ferland Mendy starts with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos plays alongside Federico Valverde in central midfield. And it's an interesting looking attacking constellation with three forwards listed from the start. And this is how Liverpool start the game. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Needs to tread carefully. Regain possession. Well, a magnetic player to watch, Federico Valverde. Stuart, what part might he play in this game?
Derek, big chance here.
Dealt with easily by Courtois. Jude Bellingham is with Vinicius Junior. Making a bit of headway. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
Rodrigo. Opportunity here. And up for grabs off the keeper. Salah. And Real Madrid have the ball again. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. And Bellingham, can they take the lead? Really clever pressing. Vinicius Junior, real chance. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. They take it short. Rodrigo. Ball is loose. Well, nothing comes of it. Rodrigo. Attacking possibilities for Real. Oh, it might be. And just narrowly wide in the end. Gakpo. This is Salah.
Well, Real Madrid have certainly had all the possession over the last 15 minutes. You sense it's inevitable the goal will come.
Oh, sorry, Stuart, look at this. And a good take under duress there. Vinicius. He fancies it. Great defending. Luka Modric. Can he put them ahead? And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward. Liverpool get the ball moving again, looking to find a reply to that setback. Alexander-Arnold. Gakpo. Perfect tackle. Gakpo. And they have possession again. Well, very effective. Again. Gakpo. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Eder Militao. So almost at the break here, and not quite going to plan for the home side. Work to do, Stuart.
Well, they've played some nice football, they've created some excellent chances, and they've been the better team in this first half, but their end product just hasn't been good enough.
Modric. Clear foul, but a Real Madrid advantage. Luka Modric. And crossed in the direction of the back post. Oh, that's not a good clearance. On a time for composure on the ball. And unable to keep possession. And defensive play to be applauded. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course. Virgil van Dijk. Here's Robertson. Thiago. Curtis Jones. And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Free kick awarded to Liverpool. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. And off and running again after a dizzying first half performance by Real. Will we see more of the same in the second 45? And Bellingham, is it going to be? Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it. Luis Diaz. Carvajal. Rodrigo. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Gakpo. Jones. And beating the defender. And his teammate got him out of trouble. Could be a chance to break here. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Vinicius. Couldn't grab hold of it. No defensive resilience there. Alexis McAllister. Here is Thiago. Vinicius Junior. Luis Diaz. Liverpool with acres of space out wide. Struggling to keep the ball. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Here's Carvajal. And back with Vinicius. Not a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. Thiago. He's done well to get forward, Thiago. And a strong tackle. He's in with a chance. And still an opportunity. But it just petered out. Being pressed and pressed high. Carvajal. Vinicius. Determined defending. Curtis Jones. And a throw-in for Liverpool. And the substitution will occur now.
Iñaki Hernando. Le esperan en la puerta 4 del sector.
Might be a chance here.
Repito, puerta 4.
And a goal! There he is at the double. They just can't subdue him.
Con el 11,
Good run, very much in control of the situation. And it's opening up. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
con el 11,
Luis Diaz. And credit due, a good intervention. Federico Valverde. McAllister. And teammates around him. Well, disappointing end to the move. Vinicius Junior. Might work out. Nice looking move. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
con el 2,
Konate. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Robbed of the ball, Mo Salah. And by a wafer-thin margin, offside. Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Rodrigo. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Counter-attacking chance. Well, it was a good counter-attack in the making, but very alert defending. Vinicius Junior. Course. Big chance. What a vital intervention. Well, he went strongly into the challenge, and the result is a throw-in.
sale del partido.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench.
Entrará en la cancha.
McAllister. Now, options are plenty. Clear foul, but a Real Madrid advantage. Vinicius Junior. He's in behind. Still alive. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. A good effective pressure high up the pitch. And that is the end of the game. It's very much a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Real Madrid taking on Liverpool.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Well, he's gone back to give the free kick, the referee here. He tried to play advantage, but it didn't accrue. In towards Salah. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Ferland Mendy starts with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos plays alongside Federico Valverde in central midfield. And as for the attack, well, it has a bold look about it with 3 forwards listed from the beginning. And this is how Liverpool will line up. Alisson begins in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Gakpo. Now, was that the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? And that is a free-kick artist at work. What a goal it was!
Con el 66, Alexander-Arnold.
Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. Here's Valverde. Rodrigo. Here's Vinicius Junior. And will it be the leveller? And a goal! The equaliser! They simply refuse to be beaten. Down to 10 men, but right back in this game. Thiago. Gakpo. Oh, chance perhaps. Oh, body in the way, crucially. Rodrigo. Well, he's certainly not alone, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Luis Diaz. Diaz. Well, far too much on that particular cross. Alexander-Arnold. And a decent delivery. Corner conceded, an unfussy clearance. Well, they fancy a short one. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again. Going short. He takes aim. Magnificent defending. Bellingham. Went in strongly to win the ball. Might be able to get in behind the defence. And space to cross it. So a throw in here for Liverpool. Well, it could be on for him here. Marvellous anticipation. Liverpool have the ball once more. Takes the shot. And a fine stop. And a textbook interception.
As you can see, Liverpool have had all the ball in the last 15
minutes. Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Opportunity. Oh, denied by the post. Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, no way through in the end. It looks promising. Oh, great challenge, but not out of the woods. Bellingham! And really tried to blast that one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off. Andrew Robertson. Gakpo. Diaz. And a strong tackle. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Well, it fizzled out. And Thiago looking very positive on the ball here. And let's give credit to the defending. Rodrigo. That is how to apply the pressure. And out of play it goes. Disappointing pass. And they have possession again. Salah. And taken away. He won the ball. Gakpo. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Gakpo. Now Mo Salah. And that is that. Half-time here on the... Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Liverpool have given it away. Vinicius Junior. Liverpool in a position of menace, but quick thinking defensively. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, they weren't at their best, but with that equaliser, you can see why he's so important to this team. Hopefully they can get more of the ball to him in the second half, so he can show us his ability.
And playing it through. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Offside.
Well, he doesn't need to make his movement quite so quickly there. Just let the ball be played into the space.
Federico Valverde has eyes for goal. Defended it well. Vinicius. Can he put them in front? But it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
Mo Salah. Possession ceded by Liverpool. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Could be. All hands on deck. Well, he so badly wanted to net another one, but the keeper playing his part.
Well, maybe that should have been his second, but you can see another one coming. He's playing so well here.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. McAllister. Thiago. And Real Madrid have it back now. Could be threatening. Well, it looked like a good ball, but cut out in the end. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius. Now with Rodrigo. And back to Modric. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. McAllister. And a tidy challenge. 20 minutes to go. What can Real do from this position? Well, a bit short with the clearance. And it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Salah. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Good distribution. Not messing around with that clearance. Curtis Jones. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Excellent defending. Rodrigo. And Bellingham. Bellingham! Well, sometimes you need inspiration from your goalkeeper.
Well, he's pulled off a decent save here, but more importantly, they stay on level terms.
Kroos was on the touchline, now cuts in. Can they forge ahead? No! And all because of the goalkeeper. Margins, margins.
Well, he has done well there, but he should have won the game. They probably
Must take the lead here. Oh, goal! Astonishing late drama. The 10 men find themselves in front. Credit to them for winning back possession. And a throw coming up after a really fine piece of tackling. Well, they've decided to make a change. Real in a good position out wide. Luka Modric. This could finish it. And in all likelihood, that is game over. So little time left for a response. Thiago. Matip now. Jota. Good through ball. And defensive play to be applauded. Showing plenty of defensive acumen and conceding the throw-in. It needs an accurate cross. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. Federico Valverde. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Vinicius! And a goal to settle the issue once and for all. It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Real Madrid taking on Liverpool.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Liverpool have given it away. And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Ferland Mendy plays with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos plays alongside Federico Valverde in central midfield. And as for the attack, well, it has a bold look about it with three forwards listed from the beginning. It was on its way in. Out for a Liverpool throw. So the starting lineup for Liverpool. Alisson begins in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Distributing it well. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Thiago. Effective challenge. Able to skip past his man. Well, that's splendid play. Can he make it count? And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. And Thiago lost custody of it. Vinicius Junior. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Course. Here's Vinicius Junior. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory. Oh, managing to beat him. Oh, might be a majestic piece of goalkeeping.
From that sort of range.
It's a short one. Course. It's a perfect challenge. Alexis McAllister. Gakpo. Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here. Modric. Here's Kroos. And it might be off the post and back in play.
Well, I can't believe that didn't go in. So close to finishing this game off.
Big chance. Oh dear, the goal was at his mercy. Tame effort. Gakpo. And Diaz has it. Well, they've given him too much space. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. And cutting it out. Chances on. Well, opportunity missed just when we wondered if things were going to change for them.
Well, this should have been a goal, and boy, do they need it.
And a fine tackle. And Bellingham. Chance to finish. He's got to score. And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop it. Salah. And very deftly cut out. Vinicius Junior. Thwarted by the post. Palmed away by the keeper. Andrew Robertson. Virgil van Dijk. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. Well, the half-time interval fast approaching, and it's so far so good for Real Madrid, certainly. Stuart, your assessment?
Well, what a first-half performance this has been so far. They look like scoring every time they go forward. The positional rotation, the ability of players to run with the ball, and the passing have been brilliant. Let's hope we see a similar display in the second 45.
Well, lovely work to get past his man. Nicely saved. They favoured a short one here. Mendy. Brilliantly blocked. Andrew Robertson. Intercepted effortlessly. Rodrigo. Opportunity here. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently. Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Modric. The first half here comes to an end. Well, the ball is rolling again, and no escaping it. There was a huge gulf between the sides in the first half. Will we see a response from Liverpool in the second 45? This might have potential. Well, disappointing end to the move. Being pressed and pressed high. Salah. That is how to keep it out of the net. Real Madrid sloppy in possession. And the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty given. In it goes. Coolly converted. Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Well, a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. Well, you've got to savour such moments. Luka Modric. Running with the ball confidently. Could be. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. Mo Salah. Now, options are plenty. And he's broken free. Well, he was on his own. He had the goalkeeper to beat, but failed to do so.
Well, he just needed to show a bit more composure there. Take a little bit off the shot, I think.
Gakpo. Now Mo Salah. Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Could be threatening. Well, it might still work out for them. Clears it away.
Well, Real Madrid are looking really good today. Just look how many chances they've created. And I sense there's still more to come here.
Yes, the chances just keep on coming. No stopping them, apparently. Oh, could be. Oh, that's an expert piece of defending, just as it was looking threatening. Ibrahima Konate. Gakpo. And Real with the ball again. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Time for a change then. It's there for him. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
Luis Diaz. Here's Robertson. He's showing good defensive judgment. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. Toni Kroos. 20 minutes remaining. Real Madrid coming away with it. Jota. Luis Diaz. Curtis Jones. Just the challenge that was required. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. And it's offside. That was very close. Andrew Robertson. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Diaz. Now with Thiago. Well, nothing productive, really. The tackle completely mistimed, and you would expect a booking under the circumstances. Kroos. Now with Rodrigo. Could be. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Alexis McAllister. Incisive pass. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Enjoying time and space here. Thiago. Mo Salah. Mo Salah, well, he loves to do this. And danger still. Well, thank goodness for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're calm now, but that initial save was absolutely magnificent.
Modric. And he did well to cut it out. Luka Modric. Here's Vinicius Junior. Keeper getting the touch. Oh, a moment of pure class. Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, as you can see, he gets everything right here. What a skillful volley that is.
Thiago. And played the pass well. We are going to have 2 additional minutes. Oh, chance perhaps. Dealt with easily by Courtois. Vinicius Junior. And now Rodrigo. Able to skip past his man. Well, that is high. Hello from one of the great venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Real Madrid taking on Liverpool. Has a go! And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. And back underway. 1-0 it is. Alexander-Arnold. Gakpo. Jones. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. Gakpo. Regained possession. And taken away from Salah. Now, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Vinicius. Here's Modric. And easily intercepted. Rodrigo. Liverpool doing well to win back possession. Salah. Given away by Real Madrid. Curtis Jones. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Oh, nice ball over the top. Gakpo. The inside route looking promising. Determined defending. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Toni Kroos. Now with Bellingham. Nicely cut out. It is advantage Liverpool here. Chance for Liverpool to use width to good effect. No-nonsense clearance. Delivering it. Well, he just couldn't make it happen. Toni Kroos is with Vinicius Junior, using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Andrew Robertson. Gakpo. They've given it away. Salah. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Gakpo. Return to Salah. And out of play. The pass nearly worked out, but not quite. That's a nice looking ball. Oh, but claimed by the goalkeeper. And passing it through. Rodrigo. The fans want to see a shot. A goal! That's two for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So 2-0 now. Jones. Vinicius Junior. On to Modric. Kroos. Opportunity. A goal! He's dispatched it. Much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him. Well, that's not a happy manager. He knows he's got a lot of work to do now.
Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. Luis Diaz. Thiago. Robertson. And a useful cross. Just the clearance that was needed. Toni Kroos. And a strong tackle. Carvajal. And on to Bellingham. And back with Carvajal. But a crucial intervention inside the box. And Bellingham. Now with Vinicius Junior. Danger averted. Rodrigo. And on to Bellingham. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. Blocking it. And a good take under duress there. Well, underway once more, and the first half struggles for Liverpool were there for all to see. Can they make a better fist of it this half? And Thiago. And defending as a unit. Room to roam for the Merengues here. Now, who can he play it to? Oh, fancy footwork. Angled for Salah. But goalkeeper's ball, disappointingly for them. Rodrigo. Effective challenge. That's a good-looking ball. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Gakpo. Have to pay attention defensively. And a fine stop. Toni Kroos. Jude Bellingham. He continues his run. Luka Modric. Luka Modric. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for. Jones. And now Rodrigo. Luka Modric. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day.
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish. That's a good goal.
Oh my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Salah. Showing a real will to win the ball. Chances on. Moment for him.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Salah. And he's got the beating of his opponent. Spot on with that tackle. Mo Salah. Well, he didn't really trouble the keeper. To be fair, the angle was tight.
Well, I'm not sure that was the right option. It was always going to be difficult to score from there. Vinicius Junior. And now Rodrigo.
Liverpool have it once again. Good high press. Oh, great attacking play. What a vital intervention. Curtis Jones. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Oh, in with a chance. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit, that's a good finish. Great composure.
Well, lovely work to get past his man. Oh, a brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered. Rodrigo. Oh, wonderful bit of skill. He's in here. And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself. Vinicius Junior. Can he put it away? And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. He skips past his marker and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Excellent stuff from him.
10 minutes to go then. And support available. Rodrigo. Just the challenge that was required. Andrew Robertson. This could be troublesome, but mistimed his run.
Well, he's got the timing all wrong there. He just needs to bide his time.
And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Thiago. And this is Diogo Jota now. Tremendous challenge. And so into the final 5 minutes. Luis Diaz. Here's Robertson. And he's beaten him here. Good defending in the end, and danger averted for now. Toni Kroos. Rodrigo. And Real couldn't hang on to the ball. Well, totalling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. Cross could be useful. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Good vision. Can he get onto this? And that... It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid taking on Liverpool. Oh, that's a really good run. Must be a truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game, just what they were hoping to produce.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
Luis Diaz. And he was in the right place to intercept. Toni Kroos. He's got to score! The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory.
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect, and he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
Salah. Alexis McAllister. It is advantage Liverpool here. Just made sure nothing came of that. Elects to go short. And it's Salah with the cross. And a struggle to get it away properly. I think you've got to conclude that was good refereeing. A free kick in the end after initially playing advantage, but it just wasn't there. Toni Kroos. Kroos. And back to Kroos. Opportunity here. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. And taken short. Rodrigo. Superbly read and executed. McAllister. Pressure applied. Read it well. Rodrigo. Oh, might be. And the ball is loose. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Modric. And return to Vinicius. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Well, a decent position for Liverpool to be in. Oh, to trim back the lead. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection. So now a throw in. Federico Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Can he create an angle? The fans are shouting, shoot! Kroos. Now with Vinicius Junior. Still looking to get the shot off. And Modric might fancy it. It was an effective clearance. Luis Diaz. Liverpool have given it away. Vinicius, a really top-notch piece of defending. Thiago. Liverpool's possession game not quite going to plan. Kroos has support. Vinicius Junior. Oh, surely. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
So on they go again, and every indication that Real are going to stroll to victory here. Diaz. Just the challenge that was required. Good challenge and a throw-in coming up. Andrew Robertson. And return to Diaz. Possession lost by Liverpool. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Modric. Offside the decision. Andrew Robertson. Perfect challenge. Good idea. Oh, he could finish. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day. Konate. And on to Alexander-Arnold. And taking it away. Far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? Opportunity. And there's a quality defender in action. Ball lost by Liverpool. Theme emerging of wasted possession. Modric, it might take a bit of teamwork, but they dealt with the threat posed. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle, and the referee has got to book him, I think. So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. That is that. Well, into the second half, and an uphill climb for Liverpool after the events of the first 45 minutes. Jones. Gakpo. Here is Thiago. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Just needs to stay calm. Oh, that is a super save.
Well, he had to finish that, but credit to the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant stop.
Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, it petered out. The referee has let the advantage accrue to Liverpool. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Corner awarded to Liverpool. Let's see about the delivery. And off target by miles with that one. And a goal kick will ensue. Federico Valverde. On the ball, Rudiger. Bellingham. And a timely intervention. Diaz. And the pass deftly cut out. Well, we're into the final half hour. Oh, great vision. Luka Modric. On to Rodrigo. Keeper getting the touch. And problem solved for now. Virgil van Dijk. Andrew Robertson. Jones. And good work from Real Madrid to win the ball back. Rodrigo. Might work out. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, as you can see, he's given far too much space, but he still had some work to do, and I think that's a very tidy finish. It was never in doubt.
My goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Virgil van Dijk. Here's Robertson. Real Madrid have given us away. Into the final 20 minutes. Vinicius Junior. Nice weight on the pass. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick. Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Alexander-Arnold. This is Salah. Being pressed here. Modric is with Vinicius Junior. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And Bellingham, can he take the chance? In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him apparently.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
Virgil van Dijk. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Mo Salah. Gakpo. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Bellingham. Beautifully weighted ball. Carvajal. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day. It's superb scoring form.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Superb block. So making the substitution now. Played over. Needs to clear it. Pulls it back. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Corner once more. He didn't have too much room to work with, but a long way off target. Modric. Ball back with Liverpool now. Vinicius Junior. The keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
It's very much... Such a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid taking on Liverpool.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Rodrigo. The fans want to see a shot. Kroos. And defensive play to be applauded. And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Ferland Mendy starts with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos starts alongside Federico Valverde in central midfield. And it's an interesting looking attacking constellation with 3 forwards listed from the start. Let's take a look at the Liverpool starting 11. Alisson begins in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. And that's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick.